This is KUGAN CASSIUS for the CASSIUS and Herald Show here on BoxNation. We're at the Kickstop Gym here in Norwich. With me, I'm joined by Liam Walsh. How are you, Liam?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
All good. The long trek up to Norwich, it's our yearly visit.
Yeah, I've had 2 in a year, KUGAN. I'm shocked. It took 8 years to get here, now I've had 2 in a year.
It's like buses, the London buses.
Yeah, right. Nah, it's not so bad now because we've got the bypass, haven't we? So there's time, and it doesn't take so much time to get here.
You're in action at the Copper Box this week against Troy James. You've seen bits of Troy James over the years. Obviously, we know that he went the distance with Terry Flanagan, but how much of him have you actually seen and taken notice of?
Yeah, he's someone I've had in my sights for a long, long time, since the amateur days, really, because he knocked out a friend of mine in about 10 seconds flat in the novice finals, Ben Sava. He's a decent fighter. I think, in some respects, I don't think people are giving him enough respect. No one's giving him this opportunity. He's gone out and he's earned this opportunity. He's been put into mandatory spot by winning his eliminators and beating decent fighters. And not, like I said, he deserves respect. He's got my full respect and attention. And you'll see on the weigh-in on the night at the Sherp I'm in, he's got my full attention, 100%.
Obviously, your brother Ryan also in the bill against his mandatory challenger in James Tennyson. So the Walshes are taking over the Copper Box on Saturday night.
Yeah, the fans will be. Yeah, they've got quite a few coming down, and no, Ryan's in a good fight as well. Ryan's in a really good fight. James Tennyson's a good fighter. He's I think he won something like 92 of 100 amateur fights, and he's doing well in his pro career. Obviously, it's a good fight. I think we're both in good fights. Obviously, people are looking at mine, probably looking at the odds and going, 1-9, but I think that's insulting to Troy James. Ryan's odds are a bit tighter. I think Ryan might even be underdog, to be honest with you. And it's a good fight. Ryan's in a good fight. We both know the job on hand, and like you say, we're both somewhere up near the top of the bill at the Copper Box in London, which is nice. And it's our time now to start making some waves. Really get our name out there and push on.
Now, recently after Martin J. Ward's win in Leeds a few weeks back, obviously Eddie Hearn and Martin Ward both obviously said that the target is for you or Troy James, let's say. I don't know if he's currently in the mandatory situation for your belt, but is that a fight you'd welcome with Martin Ward?
I'm fighting Troy James on the 30th of April. I would refuse to look an inch past that fight. Like I just told you, he has my full respect, full attention. If I come through the fight, then we can talk about it then. If I come through, I honestly can't. Of course I'm ambitious. Of course I believe I'm gonna go on to do whatever. But I really can't. I don't want to discuss anybody else but Troy James, because we're wasting our time, because you never know in boxing. You're always one punch from disaster. How dare I stand here and discuss Martin J. Ward when I'm fighting Troy James? How dare I? Of course, in the future, I'd like. I'm going off on one now, and I'm now going right back on what I was just going on about. So no, yeah, I'm fighting Troy James. They're all in line. I hear everyone's call it. There's quite a few in line, though, isn't there? There's Townend. There's I think Maxi Hughes is pushing now. I think obviously Martin J. Ward. There's quite a few out there who are pushing for that title, because and so they should. They're young, they're ambitious, they want to win the British title. I was in that position, but I ain't willing to give it up anytime soon. That's for sure as well. Why should I? I worked hard to get here, and I ain't giving it up either. So I'll fight Troy James, and then we can do it again, KUGAN. We can talk again and go from there if you want.
Very diplomatic way of answering that question. Liam, you did find yourself in a slightly interesting situation a few weeks ago regarding the whole Pedraza Smith thing. There was talk of Pedraza, if the fight was over here, that possibly wouldn't have travelled, and you were next in line. Did it give you a little buzz, obviously being linked with a world title fight with Stephen Smith?
Yeah, definitely. I was gutted. I've got a lot of respect for Stephen. I know his whole family. What they've done in boxing is different class, and I can really relate to it with them being 4 brothers and the good lads as well, the sound. And I was gutted. I really wanted Stephen to win. 1, he's British. 2, I like him personally. I know him. And 3, obviously, because me and him down the line would have been a huge fight. It still could be a huge fight for a world title at some point. It's the best super featherweight title fight in this country, in Britain. So yeah, I was a bit gutted. He didn't get the he didn't get the result, but he's a proper man. He come out, he said, look, I lost to the better man on the night, and that's that. And sometimes that is it. If you can't do no more. You give what you've got, and that's that.
Absolutely. There's no disgrace in his performance, or like I said, Pedraza is a very, very good operator, and going away from home as well, it was a tall ask for Stephen Smith, but he's just come short, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. I think he knew himself. We all knew that it was going to be an hard ask. Like you said, I think he was not only going away from home, I think he was going to Pedraza's hometown, if I'm right, or city, or somewhere nearby anywhere. But oh no, sorry, I'm wrong there, because he's from Puerto Rico, isn't he? But where he might be based now. But either way, it was a tall order away from home. He'd have had to really have pulled out all the stops to get the nod, and fair play to him as well. You got to commend him for that, really, because he hasn't said, oh no, I'll give that one a miss and wait for the next bus sort of thing. He said, no, I'll go and try and take his title, but it just didn't come off for him. I was gutted for him, for me, for everyone, really.
All right, well listen, Liam, we're obviously fight week, like I said, live on BoxNation from the Copper Box this Saturday night, so best of luck in the rest of your training, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you after the fight.
Yep, thank you. Cheers for coming down and keeping us on the TVs and keep covering boxing. You're doing a good job. Nice one.
Thank you very much.